Okay, response video 2, comment section. Wow, a bunch of trolls have come out of the woodwork and a bunch of stupid people, and just felt the need to respond to the comments. So starting with the first comment and then moving up. Okay. Let's see here. Outside the circle. 351 to 401. There is a huge distinction between what Gary does and back it up with evidence. So what evidence is that? I've never seen him once linked to an article or a reliable source on his videos. Just scream and call people fucktards for calling him out on his bullshit facts. Okay, well, name one. That's my first response. And number two, lots of times that, it's common sense, okay? We're not talking about... I mean, when was the last time that there was some sort of disagreement about the quantity of the excise tax, which is only one of the many taxes imposed upon cigarette smokers? So and when Cardinal fucking Virtues fucking post the thing about the New Jersey state taxes, he neglects to mention $700 million that's being put into another fund. So that's complete bullshit. So when you say fucking get to the facts, and then your fucking homies can't even get his own facts straight, so fuck you. That's number two. Okay, Cardinal Virtues. Diddums, you're mad that I beat up your cult leader. Okay, again with the cult leader shit. Yeah, alright. Okay, well, I've already responded to that. I'm not gonna entertain that subject anymore. It's just too fucking stupid. You feel at psychoanalysis? Since when did I psychoanalyze? I just said, I gave my impression of you. You fuck ass. Are you seriously whining that I'm insulting someone? I'm not whining that you're insulting someone. I'm just commenting that the style that you use in your fucking videos turns me off, okay? Because your insults are over retarded disagreements, and not only that, but it's just mean-spirited and it's not principled at all. It's just for the hell of it, for the views, and that's what I can't stand. This whole, I mean, what the whole style is it's garbage. You say Gary speaks the truth. Gary called Noel Plum and the True Puka pedophiles. Are you standing behind that statement? I'm not standing behind that statement. But the whole thing was, and I have a video entitled Cult Molester. There was a similar kind of way that you can tweak everybody's fucking words to make it sound like you're calling somebody a pedophile, like straight up, with no evidence. And I think that's what you've done. So I'm not even going to respond to that. I think you've taken that shit out of context. And because in the past, people have done shit like this and tried to fuck with other people and try to instigate beef between certain users and Gary on YouTube over like some out of context shit. And I'm saying that's fucking dishonest. All right, so I may just delete this comment. Okay, this is just and Noel Plum. Who the fuck cares about that asshole? Noel Plum. Wow, I hope that fool. Well, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. Yeah, I mean, whatever. He can suffer and die. I don't give a fuck about that fool. So there's no sense in... Yeah, let's just not go any further with that. Also, Gary has yet to present any evidence for his claims, whereas I've repeatedly and consistently sourced mine. Suck my dick, loser. Well, that's kind of gay. And, okay, well, I've already responded to this anyway. The claims that you fucking make about, especially about the income tax and about the excise tax, that's all taken out of context. That's fucking bullshit. That's just one of the taxes. You know, there's $900 billion just in the state of New Jersey collected on taxes. Are you fucking serious? That's your own evidence. I didn't even have to go and fucking research a goddamn thing. And you just basically handed my own evidence into my fucking lap. And so if you added in all of that shit, and you see that the corporate taxes increased 25% over the last fucking year, according to your own fucking evidence, so you fail. The evidence that you presented is the opposite of what you're trying to claim. I've presented evidence, anecdotal evidence about marijuana prices and the prohibition of marijuana, and the fact that it's only fucking 4 times fucking higher for the marijuana flowers than for the tobacco leaves after tax. And I'm saying that cigarette prices, that if you were to minus out all of those excise taxes, blah blah blah, it wouldn't even, who knows what the real price would be. I'm saying that data isn't readily available. Who knows what the fuck cigarettes would be in an untaxed market? That's a hypothetical that, you can't really calculate, I don't think. So you don't have any evidence for that. And this is you're an ass. That you're not even good at insulting. Okay, another comment, because he won't shut his flabby ass mouth. The Constitution was to protect minority rights, which is of course why it outlawed slavery, gave women and people of all races the right to vote, or oh wait, it didn't. Fucking reject. Next time, actually watch my video before replying to it. Now fuck yourself and don't address me again. You aren't deserving. Well, too late. And, what about, yeah, I already said in my other comment here, it wasn't an all-inclusive statement. Minority opinions were meant to be protected. Freedom of religion. Duh. And you failed to respond to any of the other points in the video. Yes, yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. No, pompous and condescending is this video. Oh, in what manner was I pompous and condescending? I'm just going off what I fucking see. And, the person who I'm responding to doesn't even fucking address any of the goddamn real issues. It's just an hour-long fucking video. I'm not gonna, I can't, I've already mentioned in the video, back to cardinal virtues, that I can't stand watching your fucking videos. So, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna watch it more than once, alright? Once is, probably more than I can take already. It's just that fucking bad. And I have to be holding a camera in order to actually stand this shit, because I have to say something in response to your fucking lunacy, your fucking idiotic spewings on the fucking internet. So, yeah, alright, that's enough. 7 minutes in and you haven't said anything. Okay. Well... Anything? What do you mean anything? Yeah, I mean it's don't rehash it, just get to the goddamn point. 9 minutes in and you're not responding, you're making things up. The case was tossed out because discrimination doesn't apply. No, the case was tossed out because the judicial system is fucking retarded, and the judge said that he couldn't decide on, he didn't have jurisdiction over the Constitution, which is a clear lie, and he was just butthurt about it because he got caught on fucking tape, man. So don't pretend to know that shit. He wants to tax meat eaters, for example, so much that they can't afford meat. And I'm saying, okay, well, if you're going to tax a minority vice and you think that discrimination is somehow justified, then I'm saying you should probably amp up the tax for meat, because meat involves a lot more fucking suffering. And go fuck yourself with a golf club. Jason Crowell, fuck yourself. But okay, deterministic one. Gary also wants to tax things that and are vices to him and use it to discriminate against him, yet he has no problem with that. I don't want to assume anything, so what are you talking about here? I don't know what that is. Discrimination against a protected race. class, then the people that smoke are not a protected class. Well, I'm sorry, but they fucking are. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be? Why shouldn't they have representation in a democracy? Why shouldn't there be an advocate for individuals who choose to smoke? You're saying, oh no, it's justified, we should just bury an addicted person with taxes. So that's a justifiable and ethical option. Wait, no, it's not. It's actually ethically repugnant. God, you fucking asshole. I can agree the cost of society of alcohol and tobacco are highly disconnected from their taxes. We get tax that are vices to him, and use that to discriminate against them. Yet he has no problem with that. Again, it's about fairness, reciprocity, ethics, and proportionality. Okay. I'm saying if you're going to tax cigarettes, you might as well tax meat at also an absurdly high percentage, probably even more because of the suffering involved with it. And you have no defense of the suffering. And your response to the suffering is ha 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 ha, because you're a nihilist jackass, and that's what I will bet. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Going up. You know what the word opulent means, right? La 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 la. It is check against the majority, screwing over the minority. Reduce the overwhelming power of government at the time. No religious nut jobs. Yeah, alright, good shit. It's a check against the poor plebs taking shit from rich people. He's talking about landowners versus the mob. Okay, so I mean, well, it's more it's more complicated than that. All right, you're going to sum up the intent of the Constitution by saying that it's about the rich, trying to hang on to power. Okay, well, that's one way of framing it, I suppose. I think it's a bit more nuanced than that. Somehow that the founders are, just thinking so. They are the enlightened ones, and you need to keep the riffraff as powerless as possible. Actually, no, that wasn't the intent. And even if it was, there's been efforts to go towards democracy throughout American history to make things more inclusive since then. So, regardless of the original intent, obviously the country's evolved anyway. And we now have protections for these other minority groups. And so now the question becomes, why should you exclude smokers? And what's the, you have to use a scrutiny test. Again, I don't know how many fucking times Gary has mentioned that. Okay, you didn't fight the legal proceedings. So you have no understanding of any of the case law with regard to scrutiny tests in the 14th Amendment. So stop flapping your fucking mouth about the poor plebs and all that bullshit, alright? I have my interpretation, you have yours. So be it. But I don't think we can go back and ask the founders. And not only that, this is just like highly irrelevant. Regardless, we're still in 2013 where minority groups are protected. So go fuck yourself again. La 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 la. Okay, Shire horse. That person's a fucking asshole. It's wrong to eat an anima, but it's okay to torture and kill animals so farmers can grow food for vegetarians. Well, am I justifying that? Do I say it's okay, torture your farm animals, torture and enslave farm animals? Am I advocating that? Okay, maybe I don't have a plan to mechanize the developing world. and remove their beasts of burden. So you might want to start there before even thinking about, the United fucking States and policy about, farm animal treatment. I'm not advocating the torture of farm animal treatment. Vegetarians kill more animals than meat eaters. That's just a lie. So again, like, we might as well just eat an all meat diet and save the animals. Huh? Don't think so. There's no additional risk to eating meat if done reasonably as the overeating of fats, blah, 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 blah. Well, cholesterol, okay? Have you ever heard of high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and all of the ailments associated with, an American diet? I don't suppose you have. Maybe this guy is like 350 pounds or something and trying to justify his gluttony. So yeah, it's ridiculous. And then he says, "How is meat a vice?" Well, you're committing a foul act, these unspeakable acts are done to the people, the animals who are slaughtered. It's horrible, and if you have a temptation to eat meat, which I can get because I experience that temptation quite a bit, at least check yourself, and don't give in to your fucking desires so easily. That's what it's all about. These commenters on the internet, these are all people who are just following their fucking whims, and probably no problem screwing other people over, and probably don't have any friends in real life, and they're just the scum of the earth, these people. Talking about meat eating. Oh. And then, of course, all of the hormones involved in eating meat. So this person probably eats a shitload of meat. So probably person has like high cholesterol, whatever, all that shit, and probably growing some like nice pair of tits or something. If not man tits, then because of the hormones, fucking you over, and all that shit. So let's leave it there for now. Keep scrolling. Discrimination, blah blah blah. Tax discriminatory way. Oh well, can they? And if so, what is that? What's next? Doesn't that just can't we just make a vice for like any fucking thing now? As long as it's a minority vice and screwing over minorities is good. Okay, blah blah blah. Producing, selling, buying, and using a commodity, but does not make you a protected class. Well, what if you're one of those individuals who's like Gary, and you've tried to quit for several times and nothing's worked, and I think I'm in the same camp. You're talking about the most addictive substance, one of the most addictive substances known to man, and you're saying that's being addicted to that doesn't make you a protected class. I mean, people are buying cigarettes not because they have to. I mean, not because they want to, but because they have to. So, fuck you. Fuck you. That's all there is to say. And anyway, my policy on this is to eventually eliminate the addiction, the nicotine addiction altogether by making people who are already, like Gary said, making people who are already addicted to cigarettes register as cigarette addicts, and they can continue to buy cigarettes, but the rest of the people, if no cigarettes for you, and that's it, and it'll eventually die out. So that's all there is to say about that. I feel like once you register with the government or some shit, which is arguably what you should do, that's the course of action that should be taken. That act would make you a protected class, but even absent all of that hypothetical shit, I still think that you know being addicted to a substance and basically being extorted more and more each year that makes you a minority at the whim of a majority. You can't help not buying cigarettes, just like you can't help being brown skinned. And that's all there is to say. I mean, for some people who can't stop smoking cigarettes or using nicotine products. Okay. Okay. Skeptical heretic, go fuck yourself. Anybody, and I mean anybody, who is dumb enough to stand behind Gary in this particular endeavor has definitely drank the Kool-Aid. Oh, really? So where have we gotten so far in the argument? Well, there's been no response to why, on behalf of Carnival Virtues, as to why, screwing over the minority is justified, and all of that shit, and that the cigarette taxes are ridiculously disproportional, and that's the argument, and they are disproportionate compared to alcohol, and it's unjustifiably so. So that's the argument, and I haven't heard a cogent response. So it's you who have drank the Kool-Aid, you fucking scumbag, ramshaka. It's really rare to have someone show someone to be just objectively wrong. Yeah, like when Gary fucking showed, and it's not a question of objectively wrong, and if anyone proved anyone wrong, it was Gary. Gary proving Carnival Virtues wrong, so fuck yourself. Occam's razor is all you need, blah blah blah. Anti-smoker conspiracy. There's no such thing as an anti-smoker conspiracy. It's just easy to exploit a fucking minority who's addicted to a fucking product, you weasel. Fuck you! So when Gary calls people's names, it's okay, but when Rob does, it's not okay. Well, as I already pointed out, there's a context and a principle involved, and you gotta stand up for the virtuous act. And when people are acting retarded and they're acting like scoundrels and they're justifying their shitty behavior, then it's hard not to get fucking frustrated. And so this person is I've already responded to this comment already in a text comment, which is rare for me. But I say, you want to make a fucking video as to why, and she says, blah blah blah, ridiculous is Gary's lawsuit. Why is it ridiculous? The shit was thrown out on a bullshit reason, because it's a pro bono, there's all this bias involved, there's no justice in the justice system, you insane witch. Equinox of the gods, just so you know, you have to grow a lot more food if you're gonna okay, so this is in response to Shire, so I'm not even gonna bring this fucking shit into this. Okay, blah blah blah, cannibal country, it's not necessary, humans don't eat and need meat, and the industry has high cost the environment. Yeah, for sure. Jason Crowell again, except not, Gary is not speaking truth, and if anything he's saying anything to power, it's a random stream of obscenities and facts he's pulled from somewhere disgusting. Well, you're disgusting, so that's just a vacuous statement right there, so I'm not even going to bother. You yet are another person with a fairly expensive wardrobe. Okay, well, this was a gift, you asshole, alright? And I'm not flaunting a goddamn thing, you fucking ass. I'm not flaunting a goddamn thing. I'm just trying to make fucking videos on the internet, and you're gonna comment on my appearance at your fucking name. You're a faceless troll. So go away. You're blocked, and that's all it is. Never mind that minority opinions are protected to some extent. After all, you can make videos supporting smokers' rights, and okay, I don't support smoking. I don't support smokers. Okay, I support fairness. I'm not a smoker defender. That's not, you're not gonna pigeonhole me into that category. Okay, so just go fuck your own ass. Okay. let me do some argumentum ad absurdum. The majority makes laws against murderers. Does that mean we should respect their opinions? Obviously not. Well, is it ethically wrong to smoke a cigarette? And does the end result of smoking a cigarette lead to the death of somebody, who doesn't want to be killed? So that is pretty absurd. And you answered yourself, butt fuck. So it's not and you're trying to say, well, because you said that means that you can't just, that you should also outlaw, smokers shouldn't be a protected minority either. Well, that's ridiculous because there's no health hazard other than to the person, and if anything, that results in a net gain for society, as I've already talked about. Number two, well, I mean, fuck it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Why? Rob covered it thoroughly in at least 2 of his videos. If I will just... okay, well, why don't you... I will try to distill it down to, say, a kindergarten level for you. Okay, you condescending witch cunt. Go for it. Talk about why Gary's lawsuit was dismissed, okay? Indifferent Sky, it does not matter what you tell Shire. I've told her that before. Nice person, not open to change. I believe Gary calling me a pedophile. Noel Plum. Oh, fuck you in the ass. Which is a cover-all excuse his fans wheel out to justify Gary doing all the things that get him, okay, hot on the collar for anyone fires back in this direction. What direction? The cigarette taxes or antinatalism? Because you've been fucked. You haven't even made a video about cigarettes, and you've been thoroughly destroyed by myself and Gary. You have no fucking you have no credibility whatsoever, so fuck yourself. And I'm going to probably delete your comment because it is very rude. This channel's awesome, BTW. It's like an even more spectacularly unpopular Inmendum channel. A sort of Inmendum light, but without the incessant Beavis and Butthead style sniggering whenever he makes a new rude word. Fuck. Oh yeah. Yeah. I gotta come up with some new ones, right? Yeah. Well, some other time. I don't know. I think worthless piece of shit is an adequate and factual description for you. So that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna bother wasting my time with you inventing a rude comment because you're not even worth it. And yeah, you may very well be a pedophile. So whatever, whatever. Bart Venken, how old are you? You are a grown-up, right? In response to cardinal virtues. Exactly. You are, in response to, oh, wow. This comment. Oh, okay. Alright, I see. Alright, well, splendid. And I'll have another video up soon. So, oh, yeah, and you wanna to fucking talk about my wardrobe? I mean, come the fuck on. Dude, really? Really? I got this jacket, and this shit's like half falling apart, man. This shit was a gift, alright? I don't wear, like, fancy fucking threads, alright? I'm not flaunting anything. This, how do you know this room isn't, like, half of my fucking house? So, yeah, whatever, fuckhead. All these troll bastards are fucking weasels. Alright, enough video. Thank you very much and such.